Okay, hello everyone, Random Gamer Riven here today on another randomised gaming stream, and once again I am back, and today I'm actually streaming via Google Stadia for a change. I'm just actually doing a sort of test to see how I can capture Google Stadia okay in a live run, so it seems to be good. It's the first time I've actually captured Google Stadia. But in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Wonderboy and the Cursed Kingdom. So yeah, at some point we need to do a test run of just about every sort of platform we can capture from. So I've not actually done an Amiga capture yet, and quite a few other formats, SEGA Master System, I think. The NES I haven't actually done a live stream of as well, a few others. So this is Wonderboy and the Cursed Kingdom. It was developed by, let me just bring this up. Going to tab out Stadia a second so you guys will see it, or you will see a little thing crop up on the screen. So it was developed, so it was released originally in 2018. It was developed by Game Atelier and it was published by FDG Entertainment, and this is the Google Stadia version, and I'm doing it on PC. So Wonderboy is what is effectively a follow-up to Wonderboy. I don't think it had... My suspicion was it didn't have SEGA on board originally, and then they eventually got SEGA on board right at the end, but by then it was too late to change to the Wonderboy. So you have this weird thing where it's called Wonderboy, so it's not quite true canon, although it does reference some of the Wonderboy games. It's quite a good game actually. I've been quite impressed with this. It's much bigger than the remake of Wonderboy 3 Dragon's Trap. It's a much bigger game. So there's perhaps a little bit too homage stuff in this. But other than I think that perhaps needs a bit more original content, it's a very, very good game. It's rather big as well. It's much more bigger. So I'm actually just going to save. Yes, I did that the other day just to test. Let's actually have a go on this. So I'm going to play through. I've actually been playing through this on the PS4, but for this stream I'm going to be doing it on Google Stadia, so I'm much further in the PS4 version. So I know exactly where I'm going, what I'm doing, and I know quite a few secrets. And I'm just going to see how far I can get through this stream in the next hour, really. Let's see how far we can get in Wonderboy. It is a very competent game, and I think you'll all enjoy it. And I think by the end of this, if you're a fan of the Wonderboy series, you may well be wanting to pick up a copy of this. It is a very good take on the genre. It does hark a little bit back to Dragon's Curse and the various form changes, but that's no bad thing. Apparently this was originally going to be Flying Hamster 2. And at one stage, the working title I saw on Wikipedia, whether this is true or not, was Wonderboy and the Wizard of Booze, which was subsequently changed, but I'm not entirely sure whether that's genuine or not. Wikipedia is known to have quite a few joke updates. So if you played the Wonderboy series, you'll know exactly what. I'm just going to check. Just going to quickly tab out here a second, just... Okay, just checking that's all good on the audio front. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I had to adjust it a little bit last night. It's partly my fault for not checking thoroughly. Actually, I might just turn it down just a little. Hopefully you can still hear the game audio at this point. Shout at me if you can't. Just a notch up, and there we go. So this opening, you will hear the opening theme is very much... In fact, if you play Wonderboy in Monsterland, you'll recognise this opening theme straight from the get-go. This scene's also a bit of a take on the original Wonderboy in Monsterland, which was, of course, originally released in arcade. Now, I have a bit of trivia about Wonderboy in Monsterland. I actually played it in European arcades, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't the bootleg version. I think it did get released, and it was in a few test sites. But because I played it in an arcade many years ago, and then I got the Amiga's version, well, I've been hooked on the series ever since. And I still remember the original Wonderboy arcade game as well. Now, one thing I have slightly noticed, this start of the game actually has quite a bit of text, and they seem to have slightly reduced the amount of text later on. So, oh, that's just red. I'm just going to go in and adjust my audio a little because it was redlining a bit on my mic. I don't want to get too loud because else. And here we go. Welcome to Monsterland. Actually, I'm not sure this one's set in Monsterland. So yes, Jin is the hero, a blue-haired hero this time around. Which I believe is the same colour as Shino from the previous blue. Yeah, one of them from Wonderboy 3 had green hair, and this one guy's got blue hair again. Wish they'd given him another colour, maybe purple or something, just to differentiate him from the previous heroes. Now, as you can tell, there is a map, so I'm just going to bring it up. As you see there, we can actually go under the water, but at present I can't swim, so I won't be getting many of the secrets. Smash some barrels. And who is this little blue dude? He might look a bit familiar to fans of the series. Yes, it's PP Lugu. So, if you don't know, this is the character from Monster World 4 on the Mega Drive, and the green-haired girl he's referring to is Asha. So yes, we have a reflection shield. And I can use that to flex. So these heavy boots allow me to walk underwater. In fact, I don't even need them to walk all the way back. I'm just literally unequipped them. You can actually combo as Jin as well. Oh, I didn't get a chance to read the sign. No matter. Nothing too important. I think there's a coin fountain nearby. So you might have guessed that I can actually go back and visit the area just in the previous sections and actually use the boots to explore. So let's why not. Wonderboy is all about exploration. Although not that I'll be able to get too far. So that small hole I have to use the snake to bypass. There we go, a coin bonanza. Yeah, I can't. I need to make sure I get to the. I actually need to free that wheel, and in order to do that, I need a certain frog form. So, getting part of that reward just yet. Just one quick moment. I'll just actually say, type a quick message. So those smaller parts, basically this area I came back to later, and you unlock a lot of stuff with the frog and the snake. There's really not a lot I can do in this form at present, so other than basically getting the map points for exploring it. But this is much like the other sort of Metroidvania, Castlevania games, although you could call them Wonderboy, Metroid, Castlevania. I kind of refer to them as Metroid, as I would regard that as the first one. I don't necessarily like the Metroid Castlevania sub-name, seeing as Castlevania did its second. What I'd actually call them is progressive platformers, where you need key items in order to progress. Sounds probably the better name. Let's see, we are back at the start. I'm just going to buy something. Ooh, coins up. Yeah, there is a coin fountain there. Give me your loot. Give me your loot. That's my home. Just going to go in there and buy something from Zeke, your brother. Family business. So that's actually an award. I don't know if that'll show you the award on the... Oh yes, it does. So yes, we see the Stream Award. That's an achievement for... That's the same achievement in the PS4 version. So this here's a little snake hole you can go through. Although I can't actually go through that one yet. I think you need some water perk for the snake form. So you do have a number of forms in this. The first form we're going to get is the rather slow and bloated pig form. Then we get the snake form, and I think we'll be lucky. I'll probably likely this stream tonight. I think we'll definitely get the pig form. We might get near the snake form. I don't think I'll get the snake form, but you never know. We'll see how far I can do in the time limit. Oh, I know, blah blah blah. Yep, I know what I'm doing. Go sleep. Also, having done quite a few of the boss battles are really quite nice in this. And the forms all each have their own abilities and perks, and you can upgrade the armor as well, so it's very in-depth. It's actually quite a big game as well. There's quite a surprising number of locations. Admittedly, this was somewhat overpriced when it came out, but it's subsequently been reduced to about £15–16, which is a much more reasonable price for it. So can't buy anything from him, he's just selling the boots. So we can do the stomp and Piggaloo. Cool, all we gotta do is face that fire. So yes, we've got the little flowers there. For those who don't know, those flowers are indeed, in fact, the crabs and flowers are all enemies from previous Wonderboy games. So there is a little bit too much homaging in this, but it's actually quite... It does add some nice elements. Okay, and it does add in enough of its own game. So yes, the wizard, that's your Uncle Nab, and as you see there, he's actually taking some drink or some hooch or something. Didn't mind Mr. Blue Hair, yep, he does call you Mr. And off goes Piggaloo, so there's our nod to Monster World 4. And yes, these truffles, there's a number of them throughout the game. You get the same one to increase how many of each item you've got, and there's also different ones per the various magic spells. And you see there I've got the flame, and I can use that to burn these vines. So I can't really do much exploring in this first part of the game, because of course I'm very limited. The game basically wants you to fight Uncle Nab at the end to get the ensuing boss battle. I'm just going to have a quick dive, just have a quick gander though. So I think I could get... So yes, there is the first music scroll. You actually give them to a character called Ollie, and basically I believe he's basically like a sound test once you have all the songs. Now you see these blocks, you actually need to be the frog to smash them, so I can't really do much with them at present. A quick dive in here again. Yeah, you can't do much to break that, sadly. Got one of the music notes. Oh, there is one secret coming up. So yep, we can rebound the fire balls of our shield on this one. Also drops fire, which is good. Now, annoyingly, one of the slight gripes I have is that only the pig form can use magic. So the human form can use magic, but after you get the first spell, you get the human form back towards the end of the game, I believe. But caveat being, in between now and then, you have a long part of the game where your only magic using form is the pig, who has no weapons and who's not as good as he should be. Although you don't have the pig, just the pig form for that long, so that's not too bad, but it is slightly annoying. Spell casting is limited to one form. Enemies do also respawn, as you can see, so I'm just going to try and get some more flames. Haven't been down here. So is there anything down here I can find? I think this is the... Now maybe we can get something. There are a few hidden bits you can get early on, as you saw there with the Ollie music note. Although you need 3 of the music notes, so not that we can take full advantage of it that much. Oh yes, we've got a chest. So it's worth exploring even early on. That gives us some nice amount of gold. You can buy magic spells from shops as well, so there's quite a few things you can buy. I'm hoping when I kill one of these enemies it will give me some more magic. Come on, heart. Basically magic you get from either killing enemies or buying in shops. And I do want one last flame spell so I can... There we go, there's the magic shot. One at the minute. She's pricey anyway, the magic shop girl. And early on you want to conserve your magic for your coins for buying new gear and power-ups. You do get lots of additional heart power-ups as you go, so the enemies drop them and you also increase the size of your health bar. There we go, and we go to the island at the back here. Also run along this pirate ship. And we can't jump on it just yet. There's a nice little foreground background touch here. You see there with the little island in the very far distance. Heart and jump up and more coins. Typical, you buy one and then the time you do can't do much of that one. So yes, the fireballs can shoot through stuff. delve into the last bit, see if we find anything. I think we've got all the secrets I can get at present underwater. This is the shipwreck. Oh, speak too soon. So we've got a nice little chest there, and we can already got a heart extension before we even get to the first boss. So it's well worth exploring the game before you progress, even on those early sections, because there are a few sort of just going back to check there's another loot there, so that's where I jumped in, so we're all good then. And it's time to battle the boss. Nearly 100 coins as well, which is quite nice, so there's the platform. Ah yes, I should say these, so you have the smaller save points that just record your progress, and these larger ones with the statue actually healed you as well. You see that there's the map so far. There's a few areas I can't access, but as you see I've already got quite a few chests along the way, which is quite nice. So even exploring early on, you can get quite a few secrets. It's well worth exploring early on. And yes, here we go with the first boss. Okay, there's actually... there's a bug with one of the questions I had earlier. And there's a quiz. The Sphinx is back in this, and he asks you questions again. And he asks you how many tentacles the giant squid has. As far as I can see, he only has 4. Yet the answer's actually 5 in the PS4 version. So whether that's a translation error, or if there's a thick one tucked away somewhere. I know the tentacles do come back after a while. Okay, like classic Wonderboy bosses from the later game. Basically, the first game is quite a bit different to this one. This one follows on the second game format, which is what led for the main series title. I think the first and the third arcade game are very much the same, and then after that everything leads on the second game's design, which is probably the better game, I have to admit. Wonderboy and Monsterland is always my favourite. And there we go, we've been turned into a pig and we've been thrown into the sewers. And help me smell my way out of here. So, we've got a powerful snout and you can use this to go indoors. However, there's a mist over here. Nice little coin box there, okie dokie. Now I actually missed a heart when I came here the first time round, but I won't do it this time. I know exactly where it was. Let's see how far I can get, so about 35 minutes on the stream at present. Again. Blow away the steam with his snout. And away we go now with this one. Switch from the get-go. This one, I think I've got to use the fireball. I've got plenty of fireballs, so I can just do that. Can do a ground pound, but you can't break that one. We actually come back through this area. I think this is the ladder area. Yep. So you see the pig has very limited range. I lose the ability. You can actually combo with all the characters. If you hold towards, you will do a fighting combo. You see there, he uses his mean and dangerous belly to whack things. Now, that's a little whiz there I figured out. You can use and abuse the ground stomp. Basically, if you just do a normal jump, if I just do a normal jump, I won't, even at the end of the jump, I won't be able to make it. But if I do a normal jump and at the end do a ground pound, you get an additional movement. So if you want to sequence break, that's what you do. The other thing is ground pound these guys, so you do a lot of damage. You also flip enemies ground pounding them, so it's well worth doing it. Or in the rat's case, you stun them. Yes, that will locate the locked door above me, but I won't be going to there just yet as I can't get back up. Says as he gets back up, so I think this was a bonus room, as I recall. Yes, it's another truffle thing, so I could sniff this and yank this. I now have more fireballs. So, I think from a visual perspective, this game is actually really nice. The more I've played this, the more I've actually enjoyed this more than Dragon's Trap the remake. Dragon's Trap remake's very good, but it's just such a raw remake that if you can finish it in about 2 hours, because the original Master System game wasn't that big. In fact, once I started to get to Trips of Dragon Trap, it's easy enough to finish in under 2 hours. In fact, I finished the hard playthrough in under 2 hours, and I'm tempted to do a video of it at some point. It's not that hard a game to play through. Even the additional bits they added in weren't particularly very interesting. So I don't need to use that door again because I've already done that way. We've got a save point and we've got a magic spell point, so that's pretty pointless to me right now. Let's check there's nothing around here. Can't sniff anything. Jump, just we've got to do it from sort of there, because if you jump too high you hit the ceiling. So here we go with a little fireball spell. That's going to lower the acid. Now I've got a very quick timer to get through here. Another fireball spell to raise water, so there was no time at this point, but we can sniff it. And we've got a ghost. Now I want to keep an eye on where that ghost's going, so you'll notice he was a cloud, so let's keep our eyes out for another cloud. And up he's gone. And he went that way. He went that way. Visually, I don't think this looks quite as good as the Wonderboy 3 remake, but overall I think I've definitely enjoyed this slightly more. It's a bigger game, there's more content to it, and it's a bit more original because of the additional and a lot of the new stuff to it, so it does feel a very different game. It's weird the fact this started life as a sequel to the Flying Hamster, so that's the one weirdness. Flying Hamster is actually available on PSN. This is, you can see there, that little boomerang thing is actually what uses the frog as a catapult, but I can't use that. You have to lash through that with the frog's tongue, but I don't have the frog yet, and I won't be getting the frog anytime soon. Yes, do you have to watch those slimes? They do meld. Now, let's keep an eye out for more mist patches, because that's where the ghost was hiding, if you remember. So this sequence is very much based on, if you played Wonderboy in Monster's Lair, you'll know this is the dungeon sequence, although this is the shorter version. It's not the big section from the original Wonderboy in Monsterland to the Dragon's Castle that basically would take you back to the same point if you went through the wrong way. Okay, we've got another one there. Let's sniff that one, and yes, that's the ghost again. Stomp on him. Now that slime's quite annoying because this one's going to keep respawning. Burn that thing, and then I can stomp these down. And yes, we have another music track, so that's... We've got 2 scrolls now that we can give to Ollie when we find him, and Ollie's actually in the village. And here we go, it's my favourite time. It is indeed boss time. So the reason I'm stamping on his head is that does by far and away the most damage. Oh, too slow. Ironically, this boss is actually one of the... Oh yes, I've got the potion again, haven't I? So I can... This boss is definitely one of the harder bosses because you have such low health at this point in time. A lot of the later bosses aren't that hard in the slightest, I've found. Nearly got him. Got spirals. I've got 2 hearts. Let's get him there. Okay, that's got him. So there we go, the gold key. We can get out of the sewers then. Lost the slime as well, just remind me. Yep, fireball. Not quite sure what that's showing. I shoot him in the helmet, I'm guessing, and rage at him. I found the ground stomp far more efficient if you want to speed him. So as you can tell from that cloud of steam there, that is where our ghostly friend went. Now we can actually go up as well here, I think. Where we came from, but I'm going to come this way, go down here, and I'm going to use my snaffle to smell out the ghost. And yes, I've got another treasure chest, and that's an extra heart for me. Bring up the map again. Yep, just get to the exit. So this is the village. This is Lupia. And yes, that flame's there for a reason, because you can use flames to burn down things like that. Knock down the boxes to give me a platform. One there, I'm going to use one there, and I'm going to use one there. That gives me that one. So as you can see there is actually a little hole in the top right. Just actually go there. That again, as I mentioned, is actually for the snake, so I can't... There is something there, but I can't get it until I'm in snake form. Let's grab the coins. Enough to loot for now. And here we go with the village. I maybe have helped. Yes, according to the royal archives, the first curse to befall our kingdom speaks of a group of sacred ores that was used in the past to expel evil and keep our citizens. Yes, so your uncle's not only going to been causing trouble, but if the king catches up with him, he's going to be in right royal trouble. Just have to catch up later. So yeah, that's pretty much Zeke's appearance in this. He's largely a sort of supporting character. I'm just going to go this way. I don't think there was anything this way. This is a route. Yep. So yes, there's a little painting on the wall that says "Pig, no small hole," and that's a bomber. This is basically a shortcut section for other areas. All these doors basically take you back quickly to the castle when you finished other areas. So there we go. Misty Cat's disappeared. We've got nice. And here we go with a little homage to the previous Wonderboy games, or some of them. We have the original Wonderboy, we have Monster Boy 2, or Dragon's Lair, as Monsterland, the Monster, as Wonderboy in Monsterware, or technically Wonderboy in Monster's Lair it was actually called, is the same Wonderboy in 1, in 2, and what is Wonderboy. Dragon's Trap is actually Wonderboy 4. We've got the other Wonderboy from Wonderboy 5. We don't have the Wonderboy from Wonderboy 3. And we've of course got Asher from Monster, where they dropped the Wonderboy title and it became Monster World. Yes, Wonderboy in Monster's Lair is the first one, then got changed to Monster World, which is called Monster World, sounds better. But we're sort of on Monster World for Wonderboy 5. So first up is the musician Ollie. Let's give him some of his notes back. So sadly at the minute we can't do anything. I'm not sure I've actually completed a song. There's some nice characters in the background here. It's quite funny the fact they're all animals at the minute. Yes, you have got portals, but I can't use them. The village of Lupi. Basically you need to find at least one other portal before you can use them. This is the mill, and here's Misty Cat the Chancellor. It's hard for me to read. Yes, unfortunately if you jump on these platforms you come crashing down to the ground. So you can't get up to the top at present. To reset that, the quickest you can do that bit is when you're the snake. And you come this way. There's not much up here. I think you're just looking for secret coin fountains basically. You can see above there is a switch we have to press as the pig, but we need to be the lighter character to get up. And then we've got this bit. We can actually jump on the blades of the windmill or the wooden fans, but we can't do much. That's all we can do. This area is pretty limited off at present. So there's the inn. I can stay out to heal. So I can buy some armour there, but I don't have enough gold at present, although I will have shortly. I've got the magic cellar. In fact, I might be able to get enough gold here. There's a little bug here that I noticed. If you do this just right... Oh, that was there. Voila. I'm not sure you're supposed to make that jump as the pig, although there's not actually... Well, it seems they're single coins, so I'm not going to get that much, but it's nice to have a few tricks. To show you guys early on. Basically, if you're going for like a as fast as possible completion route, it's always nice to get things as you go along. Makes the playthrough itself easier if you've got more power-ups and hearts and whatnot. Misty Woods, the Lost Temple. So you've got another nice little secret here. I'm just going to put on boots. No, the pig doesn't need them, he just sinks straight down, doesn't he? There we go, treasure chest. We've got a music scroll there as well, but I'll have to come back and get that one as I can't nip through that at present. Here's another one. Because this guy is so heavy, you can literally... Oh, that's right, I just need... I need one of these to smash it. Come on, get your fireball. Even not quite the right. Let's take me this way out. Let's bring me this way. Oh, come on. There we go. Bang! More coin fountains as well here, one on either side, and already at 200 coins to buy that. So just equip to the bracelet. Last 25% ammo chance. That's quite a nice one early on because it refreshes your magic. Just gonna head to the save point in town. Is it a small one or a big one? It's a big one, it will heal me. So yes, doing the old exploit. Oh, it's only a small one. Okay, I don't get any health points. I've got to heal up. Never mind. Gotta watch that as I don't have the shield present. It's easy for me to get hit. The pig's probably the weak, in terms of defense, is quite weak because he doesn't have any sort of defensive spells. Well, he's got the magic, but let me rephrase that. He's not very, he doesn't really have the range on his attacks, so, and because he's quite sluggish, you've got to be quite. Pig down to since that is, no, there's nothing underneath me. Now the respawning enemies is a little bit annoying because stuff like that cloud would rapidly become annoying. It's very, very quick for it. I can't get up there as I need to. Bounce on that guy. I think there's some loot around here. And yes, there's a door as well. More truffles. And it's the lightning one this time around. Now again, those rings you see there are, I can't really do much with them there. Again, they're for the frog to use his tongue on to grapple, so take the long way through. Use a fireball, it's much easier. Now that golden pig is a little, is really quite annoying. Golden pig, the golden mushroom. You drop stuff, but you have, because you have that cloud above you, you can be a bit of a pain. So I think next time I'll just use a lightning shot just to get rid of the dark cloud. So. Hello Neoman SNK, salut to you too. Apologies, my French is not very good, so I know salut, bonjour, and not much else, but thanks for joining the stream. We're playing Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom here tonight. I'm just seeing how far I can progress in sort of the first hour and a half. I think I'll probably aim to get to the mushroom boss before I finish, unless we get loads of people on stream. It's actually it's basically the latest installment in the Wonderboy series, and it is actually a very, very enjoyable game. Ooh. And it was actually developed in France as well by a French developer. In fact, the French studio has been doing a really good job of rekindling the Wonderboy series, which I'm really grateful to see. It's really nice to see a franchise that SEGA have largely left to rot actually come back. It's one of my favourite franchises as well, so the fact we didn't get any instalments during the Saturn era or the Dreamcast was always really annoying. You know, just be a bit careful of those clouds, because he does, as you saw earlier, can confuse you, and if you get confused, your controls invert, so if you're going left, you suddenly go right, and if you go right, you suddenly go left. Okie dokie, right, not going to slam that switch just yet. The Lost Temple, yeah, just to show you this side. I can't go very far at this point. That is an acid spawning lake, so I can't get past it. Mystic Woods. So see there, hit the switch, we can't go left, and we hit the switch, and we are headed towards the Mystic Woods. So this caverny bit's a little bit tricky. It's actually quite long as well, getting into the Mystic Woods. Ah, just what the doctor ordered. Fireball spell 1, fireball spell 2. So basically got to be really quick with the switches at this point. So yes, that gives me infinite so I think what I'm actually going to do is do that one, hit that one. Let's do that. And get the heart. So basically that one you can get infinite, so I want to quickly move there before they take... Oh, I didn't see the gap there. I thought I'd just run straight across. My bad. Okay, I might have to just refill up. And we'll go again. That one. That one. That one. And just put one there for good measure. Because and jump across. And away we go. Something similar with this one. I think I have to hit... Yeah, that one's quite tricky. I literally have to... hit this one as it goes across. Time to run out of fireballs. Don't really want to lose too many lives here. This is quite an easy bit, so it's embarrassing dying. So I must say I've really enjoyed what I played this so far. I've gone quite a way into this on my PS4. I've got the PS4 version as the primary one, and I have really enjoyed this. And I've enjoyed this probably more than Dragon's Lair, the Dragon's Trap remake. I just think it's nice to have a slightly more original game in the Wonderboy franchise. So I want to hit that one and that one, and that should cause that one to go up there and press the switch. Here we go with the Mystic Woods. Very much. So a lot of these enemies you'll notice, like the bats and the mushrooms. Ooh, I'm getting a bit of latency. It's probably a slight connection issue. Might as well just let that kill me because it should refresh my health. Yep, the tactic there. So fear of death, there is no... You really have no fear of dying in this, so by all means, if you fancy doing like I do and just being a bit cheeky. Now there is actually a little secret. There's a reason I'm checking that. There is a bit of a secret on one of these mud pits. You can fall down. I think it's this. It's actually this one. I don't know why the connection's suddenly gone a bit unstable. There we go, this bit right at the end, and we've got another hidden gem, and those gems we can use to upgrade the equipment and armour. Once I get some hidden armour, I don't get any, I can't actually reuse equipment again until I actually get to the frog. So the frog's 2 forms away. Excuse me a second, guys, just gonna briefly just pause the stream window on my end to see if that smooths things up. I'm not sure why we're getting a connection drop. I wonder if something's draining the connection somewhere else at present. So yes, these very cute mushrooms are of course taken from, even the dragons and the bats have been taken from. A lot of the enemies in this you will find have been taken from previous Monster Boy games, which is a nice touch. It does homage it a little too much. I would like to see a few more original enemies rather than I feel there were perhaps 1 or 2 a few too many enemies using. Previous games, it would be nice to get a few more new and original concepts. Right, chest there. Oh, I can just go underneath him, duck under. Yeah, we'll just ignore him. Just ignore him for now. We have a door, and I want to open this door for a reason. We have, I think it's the boomerang power up now. I do love the expression on the turnips just as they're about to get, the truffles I should say, just as they're about to get eaten. They have a sort of "eat me now" expression. Okay, so this brings up the ring menu. So basically I can tap. Actually, going to be honest, the option menu is slightly better. Controls. Ring menu, no. That way you pause. That way you. That's much better. You can use RB and LB to. Although it says no, what it does, you can use RB and LB to change, and if you hold down RB, it then brings it up, which is a much easier way of doing it. So the boomerang is a bit different to the other spells. It does come back to you, so you do actually get it. It's the only spell that basically, if you recatch the boomerang, you keep it, so you don't deplete. I'm trying to get stuck in there, not working too well. One of my gripes is the enemies do respawn too quickly. However, the reason they respawn so quickly is because there's a few bits where if they didn't respawn so quickly, you would effectively have issues while you wait for some of the jump bits. So it's kind of a sort of sticky situation. I feel it's perhaps a bit of an oversight on behalf of the That's a bit of an oversight on behalf of the designers. Oh, hoodwinked again. Just ignore him this time. The mud and the slowness of the pig do not work together to fight him. Let's just stick him in the corner like that. Okay, right. Show him now. That's why you need the boomerang. You need to knock those little fellas out of the cages. And there's Pigaloo again, stuck in another jam, and we rescue him for a second time. Well, admittedly you have been changed form, Jim, so he probably won't recognise you. He's only briefly introduced you. Wait, and yes, he drops down a rope for us. And yep, we can climb up the top of that one. That's another heart. So yep, you do things like that. Keep an eye out for things you can climb up. The game may tell you to go one way, but you might want to think about going another. Basically, always go the exact opposite the game tells you. That is the #1 rule of video game exploration. whack that first before I can do anything. And lowers the first line so we can take the top route. There's a little timer clock there. Some of the switches do have timers. There we go, knocking that switch down as well. So we've now got an additional switch ladder. Hello there, DOS Gamer. Hello and welcome. I think I should say welcome back to the stream to a couple of you guys. I think a few of you have been on before, haven't you? Thanks for joining. This is Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, and yeah, it is actually. I've been really enjoying it. I'm actually playing it through on the PC, but I've been playing it through on the PlayStation 4. But I'm actually really enjoying this. Enjoying playing it. I thought I'd do it for this stream. I thought I'd start from the beginning on the PC and just play through sort of how far I got in the first hour and a half. Going to save there. Still lots and lots of extras. Yes, there is a chest down there. We can't get it till later. That will be Foximus will give it to us. Magic shop girl, she's also selling a potion. Sometimes she sells potions, sometimes she doesn't. I think it depends. She doesn't. I don't think she ever does healing, the magic shop girl, but you see there, we've got to keep an eye out for the doors and where they're positioned as well. Eek. Thought I could walk on the branch there. It's not that hard. I think the balancing's just about right. I admittedly have played it through this section before. I haven't finished it yet. I've basically got up to the part where I'm currently the lion, so I've got to remember this. You can't walk on the green bushy bit. Do that, and we're going to fall this way, and hopefully we'll get what's through this door, and that is a lightning truffle again. Now, once you've got all the truffles related to a particular spell, you can open this some special chests that require you use like 20 fireballs on them, so they're another thing to keep an eye out for, so it's worth exploring. If you're a completionist like me, you will need to get everything in the game in order to unlock everything as well, and upgrade all the weapons, armor and equipment. That's actually a quick, once you've done that, it quickly takes you back to the top as well, which is nice and easy. I think. Yeah, the spiders are quite cheeky. I think I can whack that if I remember. RB and Y. So that opens that switch. Before I go that way, I'm actually going to do this, which is another jumping section. Now I need to get all the way to the far right this time. And away that was perfect. I think this is a gold part. Yes, it's a part. So basically, the best equipment in the game is split into pieces, and you've got to find the various fragments for it. this and Wonderboy 3, I'd be partly tempted to do playthroughs. There's quite a few games I should do eventually do playthroughs of. This is one definitely I'd quite like to consider doing a playthrough of at some point. I've really enjoyed what I've played so far, so it is a very good game. Visuals are... they're good. I wouldn't say they're quite as good as Dragon Trap. I prefer the Dragon Trap stylisation, although this is stylised in its own way as well, so it still looks very nice. And some people may not necessarily like the what describes the overly comic book look of Dragon's Trap remake. There's nothing that way. Nope. You just have to watch sliding down. The trees are very, very slippery. Or the vines. If you hold down, you literally zoom down way too quickly. So that's probably a slight... I think the speed on them is perhaps a touch too fast. One of them down. Yeah, there are status effects such as the slow and poison, which are slightly annoying because they're usually very tactically deployed like there. So I think there's another one that comes swinging down here. They've got him. I now need to jump to this side. Jump up and... okie dokie, I need to get on the switch. That one there. In fact, I need to push this one along a bit more. So I've got a slight push on it. Push this one. Ooh. Okay, good. That was just about right. And then I can do that. That's what we call a... okay, I think perhaps I need to get a full... all three on it. No, I think I was right the first time, just need the two and then... yep, that's how we do. And here is Foximus, who's actually the best blacksmith in the game, apparently. So yeah, it does feel a bit contrived, the fact that they don't give you an ability to unlock deeper into the forest. It's just a locked door. So yes, quite a few people have it out for your uncle, so basically you need to get to him before everyone else does. But it's an interesting plot line for the game. So yeah, these bigger save points actually heal you up as well. So you see there, just got me healed up that heart. So we're actually headed towards the boss. I'm going to beat this boss and I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Anything hidden in this area? I don't think so. I don't think there was. Just wondering if there's something hidden in the bushes. So finally we get the first teleport that can take us back to town as well. I'll just go there. Stamp on that. If I go up, this will take. So basically I can walk back to town. Been a bit more quiet on tonight's stream, I must admit. Actually, this is actually Foximus's lair, so let's have a chat with his son. Hey, where's your twin? So yes, we've now got to go rescue the other twin before the giant mushroom does whatever its giant mushrooms do to kidnapped raccoons. So yeah, so you can tell from these skulls coming up, basically if I land in the swamp I'll get poisoned. I did actually get a... ow. Not just poisoned, it's insta-death. Oh, this is getting a bit laggy again. I wonder if something's draining a connection somewhere else in the office. Boomerang, and oh yes, just one boomerang and we get some gold. Well, I'll be able to buy, next time I'm back in town, I'll be able to buy some good gear. You can tell I'm a platform master when I see stuff like this, even with a bit of lag. Okie dokie, so just go and knock. Yes, the stun attack's quite good just to knock the enemies out of their stride as well. Oh, it's poisoned me as well. So we've got the tornado traffic. So you're actually in the space of fairly quick gameplay. Actually at 4 spells. So we're an hour and a half and we're already 4 spells in. But as you see there, I'm an hour and a half in. I've only got 16% of the map explored at present. And I've been quite speedy going through. Perhaps not as speedy as I could be if I was rushing it. But you know, I picked up all the secrets along the way. So there's still quite a lot to explore. This spell's really handy for basically... I'll do that. And basically whack all the enemies in one go. Another one down there just in case. I think that will open that door down there. Mushroom throws a glass cloud at me, which I don't want to get hit by. And we've got a save point, and traditionally when you get a save point and a door, you can guess what's about to materialise. And I don't need to tell you what it is. So let me remind myself of this puzzle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is... You're actually looking for the faces of the... So 1 is that. So that's 3. You can't actually see the face on the 3. So let's leave 1. So 1 is the bored face. 2 is the O face. 4 is the evil laughter, and 3 is going to be try it, but again, 2 faces not appearing. Am I missing it? The 3 face? Isn't the O face? Yeah. Voice of evil laugh face. Where is it? Yes, that's the one, isn't it? With this. Yes, smiley. So now I just basically hit 3 until it's the right face. Probably the sad one. Yep. And it is boss time. See the fact you get okay, attempt to know 2. Let's go, bud. No, I'm not going to be lazy and get... I could just get tornadoes because the tornadoes make this fight really easy. I will stay in the centre this time because basically... Yep, I don't want you to be mushroom food either. one thing I don't like, you redo a fight enough to get the added help thing, and I would like that to be a sort of optional thing. Nearly had him as well. Just got to get the timing right when he does the whip whirl. This time, and we have mushroom soup. So I've just cut it down before I end the stream, so you can see that. Okay, so do that. Do that. Send a fireball across. However, you'll notice there's a door up the top there that we can't reach. Yes, now there's a character certainly under his wife's thumb, so to speak. Yep, you can actually... No, after the golden Tues, he won't actually open his forge until you've got the frog form back, when you can buy stuff. What's his latest creation? It's another heart upgrade. And here we go, into the deep part of the forest. And I think this is another quite a big section before you get to the next boss, and then at the end of this we finally get the snake form. So I didn't think I'd get to the snake form before I finished up the stream, but I think I will finish it there, as I've been streaming for it's coming out to 2 hours. But as you see, it's a nice length, this game. It is quite wellly paced. I do think you do get the next couple of forms quite quickly on top of one another after you get this one, so I did hear a couple of people say this was quite a chunk of the game as the pig, but it's not, based on the fact that I'm at 17% exploration. It actually surprised me how big this was. It really is much bigger, and there's lots of sub bits to go through, so much to find as well, so it's definitely a game with lots and lots of replay value. See there, I've got 608 gold at present. Slam that guy. I think there's another bonus side room, yet more truffles. Another whirlwind one. Whirlwinds are really good weapons to deal with the bosses because they go back on them in on themselves. So the more whirlwinds, or tornadoes, as they're actually called there. Don't want to be giving them incorrect names. Very, very helpful. Right, that's the perfect item to deal with these guys. Right, yes, they're more heavily armoured than the other ones. So you've got the front ones that you have to beat them, and these ones are even more heavily armoured. And let's drop down that. So this game does throw a lot of power. So some chests have basically bonuses and some have more permanent items. I think if I just check, there's nothing. The only exits out to the side here. Let's do a little way deeper into the forest as well. The sliding down vines is probably one of the most dangerous controls. You slide down far too quickly. Yep, he's going in the dip. His health bar's also depleting as well. Oh! Fireballs out. The enemies, I can just flame them. I think. Okay, and this is the thing with the boomerang. I can send that out. That'll bring me a nice gold piece as well. So you see that most of the best items are broken into parts. So there's going to be the best sword. Ooh. Crafty spider. I think this is a straight run to the boss actually. I'm just going to be cheeky and use the lightning strikes. See what got me there. I was gonna say I thought there was a shop here as well. Okay, no, don't really want to all the fighting spells because I know we've got the boss coming and I'm not short of gold at present. wrap up in a few minutes, but if I... Yes, okay, we certainly didn't want to fall into that water, so I think... Just check, I'm nearly at the boss. It's... So yes, basically whenever you see things like torches or anything that you can hit, do hit it. It's going to probably reveal some sort of secret, open up. That is the way of an explorer. So again, more truffles. Two boomerangs. So you see they're really gaining a lot of spell increases at present. That's right, I did miss a few of these the first time I was actually playing through. Lightning strike one there. Open that door. And here we go with the next box. I think I'm good spell wise, so let's just go into the boss. This is the sort of deaths. Oh, that was such a bad mistake. This bit isn't actually the boss, it's just before the boss. You basically get a room with lots of enemies that you've got to quickly take down. And down with lightning. Down with lightning, and a huzzah, we are done. I'm just going to go through and buy some more spells. I will have a crack at the next boss before I finish. So I'm going to say, guys, if you like the stream as always, please do hit the like button. And if you enjoy our content here at Randomised Gaming, please hit the subscribe button. I've been your host, the editor of Randomised Gaming, Random Gamer Riven. Oh yes, we have the bee mechanic. We should duck in the water when the bees are about. Here's some venomous creature. Okie dokie, it's Snake back. The big venom. And that's when you beat it, it turns into a little snake. Oh, this is quite a tricky fight. It's got two forms as well, which make it incredibly aggravating. This boss is mainly a mechanical battle with the bees, which is quite irritating. Now, when you are doing this fight, you really want to make sure you have lots of lightning spells, otherwise it can be quite aggravating. Because if you're relying on him to move across, he can be very problematic. Too slow. 6 lightning spells. I'll actually wait till he's on the other side, because that's probably the easier one to do it on. And there he goes, down for the count. And that is the snake form unlocked, and that's just under 2 hours. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I have been your host, Random Gamer Riven. I'll just let these intros play out and then I will finish this stream. I appreciate everyone watching the stream tonight. Thank you. Hope you've enjoyed this Google Stadia look at Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom. Highly recommend it. Very, very solid title. Very good game. Just clean it up a bit before taking it to Misty Cat. And you see there, you get turned into a snake. Did was touch the orb, yep. And RB, LB, and we are back. And that's the save point, and this is the, so that's actually the edge crystal cave. That's actually where we go next. We actually get the frog power up pretty quickly. It's in the crystal cave, and as you see there, this is the, we're back in the castle sewers again. I can actually re-explore a few other areas, but I'm just going to go to the save point. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. I have been your host, Random Gamer Riven, and I wish you a good night, a good evening, good morning, or a good afternoon, as I'm going to finish this stream now. But I think hope you've all enjoyed the past 2 hours. It's a very good game, Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom. I highly recommend it if you're a Wonderboy fan, I should say. It is a very good continuation of the series. I think very, very good. Very, very polished. I have preferred this since playing it more to Dragon's Trap, because it's a much bigger game. It's a more original game, new ideas. Admittedly, a lot of it is, some of it's copied from Dragon's Trap, but there's some really nice additional features here, and I think it's nice to play a new game in the series, not play something that's a sort of regurgitation or a remake of exactly what you played before. So highly recommend this. Very good game, well worth picking up if you're a fan of the series, and it's available on Google Stadia, it's available on PlayStation 4, it's available on Xbox One, it's available on Steam, it's available on Nintendo Switch, it's available on just about everything going at the minute. So if you do fancy a copy, I think there may even be a retail version available as well to pick up if you want one. But that has been it. Thank you for watching, everyone. As always, hit that like button on the stream, hit the subscribe button if you join our content. I will be back tomorrow streaming probably go over another PC game, but I hope you've all enjoyed the stream. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good night from me.